for a ride with a little bit of flair. Stop by the lot, we got legends to spare. Turn the key, let the good times roll at Maple Motors, where the classics don't get old.
All right, another test drive in a 1981 Chevy Corvette. Got the 57350 side pipes, AC compressor, power steering, power brakes, T-tops, aftermarket hood. They changed out the headlights. They took away the flip up and installed, I don't know what you'd call these, set in, recessed. But you ain't got to worry about them vacuum lines going out. Throughout this test drive, I'll tell you everything you need to know about this car. Chips, scratches, rust, dents, how does it run and drive. Be sure to hit subscribe, share this video. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. All right, getting ready to roll out here. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? Telescope at the steering wheel. It does work. This thing actually looks pretty good in here. Huh. Tilt column as well. Start it up. 4-speed. I don't guess the passenger window works. That switch feels a little off too. It's real loose. And it's not doing a thing, so we'll say that doesn't work. What about the AC? That'd be nice. Well, it was hooked up under the hood, but it's not blowing in here, so I'm gonna say no. What else we got? I don't know how to cut that on, but maybe it don't cut on. Maybe it's supposed to be on when I turn the car on. Not working. What else? Tip gauge is coming up. We'll get gas. Battery gauge is not working. Oil pressure is not working. Oil temp, I don't know, we'll wait. Oil pressure here is working. You got an aftermarket gauge. Tach, working. Showing 85,000 miles on the dash. Every 100,000, that goes back to 0. Wipers, okay. If it rains, we're good. Upgraded shifter knob. The interior is actually in good shape. Now our insulation here is terrible, and when you shut the door it kind of rains on you. That needs to be changed out. I don't like it. Well, it won't rain because I have the window down. What about the horn? Did you place your bets? What do you think? There's a button under here. Let's see. They probably had an extra horn button there, and it doesn't work either. All right, well, horn doesn't work. Let's hit the road. See how it runs and drives. It's hot, hot, hot. And it's time to go. Well, you gotta be careful with the shifter there. Real easy to go to reverse. See what I mean? When you think that's first, it's not. I think first is there. We're good to go. Brakes? Yeah, they feel good. Well, that sounds good. Emergency brake? No, not working. But that's what I'm here for. This is my first time test driving this. I'm learning everything about this car with you. Feels nice going down the road. And it's shifting out good. Straight as an arrow. Real tight steered. I mean, as soon as I turn. Brakes. A little bit of a right pull with the brakes. You see it kind of pulling me over there. Speedo. Seems accurate. Engine temperature's already on its way back down there. So far we're checking out on the drivability here. Suspension, a little stiff. Yeah, the suspension's stiff. We're bounced up in here. Let's see if we can get around this truck, get ourselves some fuel. We get $20 worth of premium gas here. And again, on a shifter, you want to be real careful because reverse, is just a click away. You can get there too easy. All right. Engine temperature's 180, oil pressure's 45, almost 50 pounds. This is good. I'll be back. Man, it's looking sweet out here. Now I'm about busting my butt because I went back here to get a little bit of gas. Somebody before me, I guess whoever was here before, they spilled some kind of oil. I don't know, but it's slick. But we did get some fuel, 93 octane. I went ahead and told them inside because I don't want nobody busting their butt. All right. We'll check that gas gauge real quick. It was close to E. That's where it was. Turn the key. Now I'm gonna have to let you know if that moves because I turned the key on. Give it a second here. Man, we could do some tire spinning now, being in whatever that oil was. I'm gonna pull out slow and let it dry off. I don't want it on the side of the car. I don't know what it was. It was slick though. And no, guys, I know how it is to be confusing on video sometimes. That oil was not from this car. I just pulled in, and when I stepped back there, the previous car that was at the gas station, they did something. I don't know. But just letting you know, because I know how it can get confusing and people get mixed up on here. Oh yeah, it's a Corvette. We're running 30 pounds of oil pressure at, this has got to be 700 RPM. And we're looking at 180 on the engine temperature. If I hit the gas, 60 pounds of oil pressure, that's great. I noticed an exhaust leak. I mean, it's blank obvious. I'll show you at the end of the video. I seen it. I said, oh, well, I found it. Look, took off in third. At least you know it does. There's first. That's something that you might want to consider if you buy this car. Make it to where it kind of locks you out of reverse. This one, it goes straight into reverse, real easy. And in my opinion, I kind of want something stopping me from going in reverse at the wrong times. This one you got to hit that center sweet spot and it goes straight into first. There's nothing wrong with the shifting. It feels great, but there's just nothing locking you out of reverse, which most cars have. So, don't know why this one don't. But the clutch feels good. Shifting, it goes into all the gears real nice. Now we're just waiting on some traffic. We should go ahead and put her in neutral for a second. We've got a little bit. See, back into first. I think we got it. Snap, crackle, pop there. This does feel like it's got a highway gear. Should be able to hit the interstate. Run 70, 80 mile an hour. I don't see why not. See if I can go into first here. See, that's what I'm nervous about. There we go. Little bump in the road. Definitely a bumpy suspension. When you hit the brakes, it pulls a little bit to the right. There we go. As long as you hit dead center, you're good. And then, of course, can't come all the way over and go down because that's not second. Second's here, third, fourth. There's really nothing. I mean, now it feels like there's a little click, but that's reverse there. See, that's what bothers me. It doesn't lock you out. But it's also real easy to go into reverse at the wrong time, so don't do it. Only thing I've seen that's major that I would consider, and it's not even an expensive thing to fix. Alright guys, thank you for sticking around. Picking out the flaws is coming up next. Alright, here to pick out the flaws, chips, scratches, rust, dents, whatever I find. We'll start in the front. Worst part of the car. Looks like it's been repainted. It's a different color. It's flat. It's got chips and ugly spots. Front end, my opinion, needs to be repainted. Cracks. And down the side. Side pipes got a little rust on them, showing their age. Chips behind them. Little chips around the fender well. Midsection. Little ding here. chips on the edge of the door. Little spot there. Spot here. The paint. Line there. Mark on top. Scratches there on top of the fender. Bubble here by the handle. Touch-up marks in the back. Light scratch here. Mirrored tops. Light chips on the front windshield. Coming around to the back. Tail lights look decent. Spot here in the paint. Also right there. Chips. Then down this side. Bubble in the paint. Touch-up marks. Light scuff. Light little chips. And touch-up marks on the side. Bubbles in the door there. Little chips. Scuff on the side here. Showed all the little cracks in the front already, but we'll continue on. Little bubbles here. Touch-up mark. Marks on the side there, armor all on the paint. Coming from the tires. It's where they cleaned the tires up and then took off too quick. Some water there. Cracks in the paint up top. Little lines like sanding marks there underneath the paint. Little chips on the windshield on this side too. Just little specks kind of scattered everywhere. Light scratch on the top there. Let's check out the interior. Door panel on this one. As I'm looking at it, it looks pretty good. I mean, needs some new Velcro there. Sometimes people want those codes out of the doors, so you could freeze the video there if you want them. They're also under our detailed pictures. This insulation here, if you have the window up, it will rain on you. It needs to be replaced right up top. You know, the rest of it around the edges is fine, but you'll get the kit. It'll come with a lot of different insulation, and I think this one's just on the T-top is where it's brittle. Why are you so dirty? It must have been from that, yeah. It was from that insulation. I was gonna say, this thing pretty dusty there on this side. The other side's clean. We unhook all the batteries. I just flopped that up and never put it back down, but you can see the door is broke too. Not the best looking door there. Scratches up here on the headliner, bubbles in the headliner. Always be careful with these pipes. These aren't scorching hot, but always be careful with those pipes. I've burned my legs so many times on these old Corvettes. Anything with side pipes, it seems like you got a risk there of actually branding yourself. Unfortunately, our blower motor never cut on. I was kind of curious just to see if the AC would work because it's all hooked up. We've got a tiny exhaust leak on the passenger side. I can hear it every once in a while. That's hilarious. It's a piece of plastic somebody put chrome tape on. You can buy those chrome covers if you want them. They're not very expensive. Fan shroud got ate up. I don't know if the other fan broke and messed that up, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a new one of those. Even though it's staying nice and cool. That sure looks a lot cleaner under there without all that vacuum mess. I'm not opposed to this look. What do y'all think? I don't think it looks bad. Exhaust leak over here. And maybe it's this right here that's I'm gonna say that's what it is. I can see a little crack. I can feel it. It's coming from right there. There's a dent in your pipe. That's probably why it sounds like this on this side. Yep. That's what I'm here for, guys. I point out all the stuff that I see. I'm actually learning this car with you. Every single car on the lot, I try to make the video with you as I'm learning about the cars. That makes a good video, in my opinion. Sometimes I'll fix stuff along the way too and tell you about it. If you like my videos, please hit subscribe. If you like my cars, give me a call, 615-822-4444. Little bubble on the middle of the hood. Also there. Got a couple imperfections, a few little lines there. Now I'm gonna get out of here, head back to the lot, and actually there's another Corvette that I'm gonna take off in. It's one of my personal rides I decided to sell. I just see some other cars that I'm interested in. I like swapping up quite a bit. So check that video out too. It's a 16 model Stingray as well. Hey, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you later.